Okay, so this is a new pulley for this old car, and it's an idler pulley, and basically when it comes to changing most idler pulleys, they're very similar. The one in this car has bad bearings in it, so we're going to change it, and it goes right in here, right here. I don't know, you can see that pulley right there, that's where it goes. So I'm going to be changing that pulley, and this is a 2002 Mercury sable. So for this one, you're going to need a 15mm socket and a wrench or ratchet. And you're just going to go in here. Usually the first thing you want to do is make sure you can get the bolt loose before you do anything else. So I'm going to do that, which I actually already cracked it loose. So I'm just going to loosen it a little bit. I don't want to take the belt off if I can't take the bolt loose. So yeah. Next thing I'm gonna do is take the belt off. So I got a handy bar right here, crowbar I'm gonna use for that. You can use a 15mm, like a wrench, 15mm wrench, and get down there on the tensioner. If you get down right on here, you can take a 15mm wrench and pull that tensioner loose in order to get the belt off. But as far as this, I can't get this down there, and a 15mm like normal wrench is too small in order to get a lot of leverage on it, so I'll just be using this crowbar. Okay, so I'm just going to get down in here with this crowbar, and pretty much if you go to change about any or take off any belt, pretty much any motor has a tensioner like this that you can just pry back in order to get the belt loose. So, but you want to make sure that you don't damage any pulleys or damage the belt while you're doing it. But I don't know, this is this is an old car, and I'm not really worried too much about that. So I'm just gonna take it like this, pry the tensioner back. Usually you'd want to go onto this bolt here and then turn it in order to loosen it. But in this case, since it's so tight, I'm going to go in like this. And then I'm just going to come back here and pull the bolt off. And if you got a screwdriver or something to pry the belt, to get the belt off, it's a lot easier. But you want to make sure that you don't damage the belt or anything like that. Just basically want to take it easy. And now the belt's loose. Pull your pry bar back out. And put the belt to the side so you can get it out of the way to take that pulley off. Get in here. It's actually pretty darn loose. Just turn it loose. And as far as changing pulleys, most cases the idler pulleys are the easiest to change, so a lot of times those bearings do go bad once in older vehicles especially. So let's pull it out, and all this is it's just a bolt here, which actually as you can see, there's teeth inside of this washer here, so you got to hold this thing, you got to hold this washer and turn the bolt out in order to get this bolt out so you can put it onto the new pulley. Hold it there and keep turning it. Not a lot of idler pulleys don't have these washers on them, but some of them do. You just pull it out like that. You want to make sure that you put the new one on the right way. I mean, basically this end would be facing out away from the motor, and you put your bolt in like this. If you look at the other side, it's got this indentation here that goes toward the motor. Basically, you just want to match it up to how you got it off. Stick it in there, and then you put your washer back on. It's good enough, and we'll just stick it down in there. Right now I'm just turning the bolt in with my fingers, and then I'll just tighten it back up. Now the pulley's back on, and I just gotta tighten it up. This ratchet and a 15mm socket. I'm not sure what the torque spec is for this, but on this car I'm not gonna worry about it. You just want to make it pretty nice and tight, nice and snug. You obviously don't want to put a extreme pressure on it and strip out your bolt, but you just want to make it nice and snug, pretty tight. And then just put your belt back on. Okay, so you want to put your belt back on, make sure that the belt's right on all the pulleys, and then I got everything on except for this idler pulley. And I'm just going to come back down here with my crowbar. Put it down in here for now. And pry the belt tensioner pulley back so that the belt releases enough to get the belt back on. This can be a little bit of a pain, but it's got to be done. You just got to pry it back. Okay, the new pulley's on and the belt's on. And like I said, it's a lot easier if you have a 15mm with some leverage. And you go on here, this is the tensioner pulley right here, and you go on this bolt here, and you force it that way back, and then that releases the belt. It's a lot easier if you have something to attach to that bolt, but I just decided to use the crowbar for a lot of people don't have those tools. And I hope this video helped you out, and that's basically it, and that'll take care of the squeaking problem in this car. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching.